Welcome back to Molbazar USA, your trusted place for fascinating coin stories, rare finds, and the hidden treasures of U.S. currency. Here, we dive deep into the history, value, and secrets of coins that most people overlook, but collectors know are worth a fortune. Picture this: a small, shiny coin that has traveled through time, passed through countless hands, and now stands as one of the most fascinating pieces of U.S. coinage history. We are talking about the 1965 U.S. dime, a coin so ordinary at first glance, yet holding secrets that can make any collector's heart race. The year 1965 was a turning point in American coinage. Just the year before, dimes, quarters, and half dollars were made of 90% silver. But due to rising silver prices and government changes, 1965 marked the first year that dimes were made without silver, switching instead to a copper-nickel blend. For most people, it was just a new dime. But for collectors, this was the beginning of a treasure hunt. Here's the twist: a few rare 1965 dimes were accidentally struck on leftover 90% silver planchets meant for 1964 coins. These rare errors slipped through the mint's quality checks and went into circulation. They look almost identical to a regular dime, but their metal composition makes them different, rare, and valuable. Detecting one of these treasures takes a sharp eye and a little know-how. The easiest way? Weigh it. A regular copper-nickel dime from 1965 should weigh about 2.27 grams, but a silver error dime will be slightly heavier, at around 2.5 grams. The edges can also be a giveaway. Silver coins don't have the distinct copper stripe you see on modern dimes. Collectors value these coins not just for their rarity, but also for the story they tell. A story about a transitional year in U.S. minting, when old and new overlapped, and rare accidents turned into collectibles worth thousands. Combine that with pristine condition, and the price can rise dramatically. Coins with a brilliant, untouched surface, or those graded at the highest levels by professional services, are the kind that send auction rooms into a frenzy. Even more exciting are unique minting quirks. Double strikes, die cracks, or slight misalignments can make these already rare coins even more special. Each one is like a fingerprint. No two are exactly alike. For passionate coin hunters, finding such an example is like striking gold. The 1965 silver error dime has become a legend among collectors. Many have searched for years, checking every dime that passes through their hands, hoping to find that slightly heavier, shimmering piece of history. It's the thrill of the hunt combined with the joy of owning something so unique. And while most 1965 dimes you find will be worth only their face value, that one elusive silver error dime in pristine condition has been known to sell for an astonishing $15,000. So next time you see a dime from 1965, don't just toss it into your change jar. Take a closer look, weigh it, examine the edges. You never know, that tiny coin in your pocket might just be a hidden treasure from America's rich numismatic history. Now, most people think of a dime as just 10 cents. Small, light, nothing too special. But what if I told you that a dime from 1965 could be one of the most valuable coins you ever come across? It all goes back to a dramatic change in U.S. coin history. Before 1965, dimes were made from 90% silver. But because silver prices were climbing, the U.S. Mint decided to switch to a copper-nickel composition that same year. This was supposed to mark the end of silver dimes forever. However, mistakes happen, and those mistakes can turn an ordinary coin into something extraordinary. Some 1965 dimes were accidentally struck on leftover silver planchets from the previous year. These rare error coins went unnoticed by the mint and quietly entered circulation. At first glance, they look like every other dime from that year, but collectors know there are key differences. One way to tell is the weight. A silver dime is slightly heavier, around 2.5 grams, compared to the 2.27 grams of the copper-nickel version. Another clue is the edge. Genuine silver dimes won't show the copper stripe along the side that you'll see in modern coins. And here's where it gets even more interesting. In the world of coin collecting, rarity plus condition equals value. So, if you find one of these silver 1965 dimes in pristine, uncirculated condition, with no scratches, brilliant luster, and sharp details, you could be holding a coin worth a small fortune. Collectors go crazy for these transitional error coins because they're a piece of history that shouldn't even exist. They represent a rare overlap between two eras of minting, the Silver Age and the modern era. On top of that, unique minting flaws like doubled lettering, off-center strikes, or die cracks can make them even more valuable. For many coin hunters, finding one is like winning the lottery. They'll sift through rolls of dimes, check every coin they get in change, and even buy bulk coins just for the chance to discover this hidden gem. It's not just about the money. It's about the thrill of finding something rare, something almost nobody else has. And while the vast majority of 1965 dimes are only worth face value, the rare silver era dimes in exceptional condition have been known to fetch as much as $15,000. So the next time you have a dime in your hand, don't just glance at the date. Really look at it, check its weight, examine the edge. You could be holding a piece of U.S. history, and a very valuable one at that.